Hey everyone, it's Mike. During this video, I'm going to talk about ashwagandha. This is a nootropic I'd rate very, very highly. I'd say 7 out of 10. If you're unfamiliar with it, it is a herb that's actually extracted, I think, somewhere from India. This is from Nootropics Depot. This is KSM 66, 300 milligrams per capsule. How it's used in my stack is I have it twice per day, once in the early afternoon, once in like the late afternoon, early evening. And during that time when I consume it, I'm having 2 capsules each time. So my dose would be 600 milligrams twice per day. That being said, this I'm finding is a tool that pretty much a lot of people have in their stack now. It's unbelievable how much ashwagandha has gained popularity over the past few years. That being said, I do feel it is somewhat overrated, which is something that I will talk about in this video. What are its benefits for those of you who may not know? The number one tool people use it for seems to be anti-anxiety. Alongside that, it can help you as far as body composition, meaning putting on muscle, losing fat. There's evidence showing that it decreases your cortisol levels. That makes it special. This, I would say, all the nootropics I've tried and I've studied, the only 2 I found significant at reducing your cortisol levels are ashwagandha and phosphatidylserine. I prefer ashwagandha for that purpose. However, I don't think that decreasing the level of cortisol for most people is as important as they may perceive it to be. People need cortisol. People need to understand that. It's if you have an unhealthy amount of high cortisol, then it should be treated properly with supplementation, diet, exercise, and so forth. But as far as the studies go, really neat is that if you visit examine.com and you just browse through how effective it is and how much supporting evidence there is for some of the benefits, it's very surprising. It'll address things like anxiety, power output. It'll address weight loss as well. Cortisol, again, we talked about appetite. So just browse through that. I would really recommend it helps you out. Now, from my experience, and I've been taking it again for 4 to 5 years, it's not necessarily a supplement which will help you improve your productivity or improve your income. For me, I'm in sales. However, it will just make you like enjoy the process, if you know what I mean. I use it because it helps with stress resilience, meaning like my capacity to tolerate stress is just a lot higher. I can take on more things, and to give you something more practical, I've found that when I'm not taking ashwagandha, at the end of my workday, I feel exhausted, like I'm drained. I don't look forward to the next day. Whereas with ashwagandha, I just finish the day feeling very fulfilled. I've helped a lot of people. I'm looking forward to doing this tomorrow. You feel just more in alignment and sort of on purpose. What's so is, it's not gonna really help you make more money, but it will help you just enjoy the journey, be more appreciative of it, and just be in a good state. So naturally that could mean you can say it'll help you with your income long-term if you have that mindset, but I've not really seen it make a difference that way. And I have found there are better tools like Noopept, like the Racetams, to really help you with focus. So it's kind of one of those nootropics, again, just to enjoy the journey. As far as addressing body composition, building muscle, losing fat, I do feel it's somewhat overrated. To hear people say they take ashwagandha to increase their testosterone levels, that really surprised me, as there's much better tools. There's even more evidence for things like D-aspartic acid, which I found useless. Tribulus is good, and this, it's not gonna do much for you for it that way. That being said, it is incredibly inexpensive. So that being said, it may be of good use to check it out. Again, I'm taking it twice per day, and I'm not taking it in the morning because I do find it's somewhat like demotivating to some extent. I've talked about this before, but similarly to like bacopa and lion's mane, even L-theanine, you can feel like a little bit too relaxed. And a lot of people do notice that as a result of taking it. Don't be surprised if, for me, what I do sometimes is I just browse on Reddit nootropics and just read about people's experiences, and it'll surprise you because most people either like they love it or they hate it because it just demotivates them and they just feel kind of like lethargic, tired, kind of lazy. That's, again, I see myself as like a somewhat internally driven person. I don't necessarily have to worry about that. But that being said, again, ashwagandha, if I have it in my stack, great. If I don't have it in my stack, that's also okay. It would not go in my top 5. It's a really neat tool, and it's one of those newts you can just add to your stack really without worrying about side effects. If you do take it, I would recommend that you do take it in a capsule form. You know, most people can't really stomach like the taste of it. I can, because it's not as bad as other things. It's not as bad as like bacopa, tribulus. I don't even think it's as bad as lion's mane. But just to give you an idea, this is again from Nootropics Depot. This is like the size of a very small capsule. Don't know if that's showing up with the focus. Yeah, this is just the size of like a, it's a very small capsule, just convenient to have it with water. If If you were to ask me, should you have it with a meal or without a meal? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter whether or not you take it fasted. I like taking my capsules fasted, just me, or outside of a meal. Just maybe it's placebo. I like to think that I get a better benefit from it that way. As far as Nootropics Depot is concerned, I've recommended them a lot as far as purchasing their products, but I'm not really finding that the customer service is as good as it was before. I'm also finding that the products are becoming a little bit more expensive. So if you found a better resource to purchase your Noots, I would love to know about it, just because Nootropics Depot, I think it's just the only place people can go to purchase things right now. In the past, there were things like Powder City, there was Serotropic, which I liked a lot, and unfortunately somebody overdoses on something and then the website gets shut down. So this is my go-to right now. Again, if you think you may benefit from ashwagandha, then check it out. Guys, I will see if I can find a link for you in the description as far as where you can purchase it, maybe on Amazon or somewhere. Don't forget to click subscribe if you want to see more. Leave a comment, leave a like or a dislike. I don't mind. I just want your feedback, and I look forward to seeing you all next time.